No, good day YouTube.
Oh,
No, I don't because I'm not normally off, and when I'm
yeah.
normally off, I'm normally opening the next day, and I just so happen to be off tonight. And yeah, I work early enough tomorrow, but I'm not opening tomorrow.
And this works out. I'm on vacation this week, so I can I can pop on too. I can visit.
Yeah, and my buddy James said one of these times he's going to jump in with us too.
Is that the your coworker that was on your videos?
Yep.
Oh, I
Yeah,
just got
yeah.
the YouTube alert.
So so the Grinch there, he wants to get in on more videos and all that, and I told him, hey, that group chat I just put you in, that's where I send the link for these. That's what I was saying while we were offline, right? For the
Yeah,
chats, and we talk about anything, beer, day, whatever.
yeah.
And yeah, he said he'd join, but tonight he's been drinking. So,
Oh, so even better, he should join us. You
so
just
you said you picked up some beers. What did you get?
well, I used some of your influence here, and let's see. I grabbed one of these. There we
Ooh,
go.
here, give me 1 second. I can grab one of those.
Well, I got others too, though, buddy.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I know I can get to this one.
Okay.
Oh. No, wait, that's the wrong one. Okay, I'll pay attention to you first, and then I'll grab these. I can go there. Oh no, that can't go there. Oh, this is gonna go. This isn't gonna be good. We're gonna go. I'm going here. That's the Caribbean rum cask, not the original. I thought it was the original. Okay, what else did you
Well,
grab?
I went and I
Oh,
got this.
oh, so you have that one too.
Yeah. I am very questionable about this packaging.
I was as well when I picked it up.
Because I'm looking at like this here can bang around, and I'm looking at the top, and they got spots for the neck,
Yep.
which looks like it would fit the bottle, the base of the bottle.
So out of curiosity, how much was that pack at the LCBO?
$15.95.
Okay, so it's about $5 cheaper than here because it was like $20.85 here.
Yeah. Because as you obviously you opened yours up and you saw it.
Yep.
But here, maybe I'll help. But let's see if we can see that. Like that just doesn't make any sense.
No, it's I love the company, I love the product. It looks like they really cheaped out on the packaging this year.
Well, here, since I got this all right here, I can flip this better in case someone watches this with us. Like this, maybe this should have been further down the box instead of at the top. Let's see.
You okay over there?
So there we go.
Merry
This
Christmas for
actually,
yourself as well, Dave. You could have came and talked to us. You have a link.
I know this doesn't look very nice, but I moved it down.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't look very nice, but it
And
looks like it's what should be there.
and can you hear how much jingling this is doing now?
None.
Right. Should I be doing that with the beers in there? No. As opposed to when it's at the top here, and it's like scary. But anyways, so well, I guess I can show.
Yeah, that was the one I did last night.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
My camera's over here. Yeah. Yeah, I figured when you said they're all rum cask and where's my camera? There's cameras up there.
See, I haven't had that one yet. The Highland cask.
Oh. The Caribbean rum cask. Oh, I didn't know we got an original one here. I should have looked at the box before I bought the can. I was just happy that at the LCBO, obviously, I found some sitting out in the room temperature area. It's like, well, I'm going to go in the fridge. I'm going to grab a can of the original. And inside the fridge, they had more of these 4-packs, so it's already cold.
I was worried there, Dave. I was worried that my review was going to take too long that I did last night. That it was going to be too long of a video. It seems to have worked, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. So which one should I start with? What are you going with first? I might also have an ice beer in my fridge.
Well, I figured you would have an ice beer in your fridge.
I just couldn't remember what ones you've done and what ones you haven't done.
I just got unfriended.
like someone being bitter about something, or just
I mean, no, it was one of the guy that was in the group chat I just put up that just left the group. He unfriended me after he left the group.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are you doing tonight? What are you starting with?
Well, you have some, so I just grabbed the original here.
All right, should I go bottle or can?
That is up to you, sir.
Cool. What are you doing?
I'm doing the bottle.
All right, I'll do the bottle too.
I do have one slight dilemma, and that is that I might have to get up and go get my bottle openers because I think they're all in the other room.
Ah. Well, lucky for me, I have some within reach.
Why is there screaming going on upstairs? Like, why is there not a day that can go by without screaming?
Because that's normal. It's the way it is.
I'll be right back. I gotta get my bottle opener.
All right. I have no idea who's here, who's not here. I can't see any chats.
All right. Got a bottle opener. Got a glass. What's Dave say before we get going?
Are you going straight out of the bottle, or are you going into a glass?
I'm going to go into a glass. I'm going to be slightly... I'm not going to go into the proper type of glass.
Oh. Is there a proper glass? What should the proper glass look like?
That was for somebody else, James. For Chris asking me about going out Sunday for some videos. Well, I mean, I just grabbed the mug. So it's not going to make it smell any better or anything like that, right? It's in a glass.
You should touch on that sometime, what the different glasses and which ones they should be with, because I know nothing.
Yeah,
I know some, obviously. I understand some make the better smell and stuff. But right now, like, you could touch on that for some people who are new.
Chalky Walkie?
Which area is that? Would that be from?
He is He's in an interesting part of Ontario.
Okay, so something I could find easily?
I don't know if you would find it easily, but
Would it be in the Lickbo? Or do I have to go to the brewery for it? Are you looking this up and cheating?
I am cheating because he wants to know if I could name the brewery, and he's like Chalky Walkie. See, so I now know who it is, and I never would have thought it was them. I would never have
Oh,
guessed it was them. With the name Chalky Walkie, I was gonna go with like Flying Monkeys or
Great
maybe
Lakes.
maybe Refined Fool, Great Lakes. One of the breweries that's known for making funky named beers.
Yeah.
But Cameron's Brewing Company is not normally known
Oh,
for making funky named beers.
that's interesting.
Chocolate milkshake stout. So it smells great. I love the original. I've never had the original cold though, to be honest. So this is going to be a different thing for me.
Hmm.
So Dave, what's going on? What's anything new and exciting? Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you like it cold?
I don't mind it cold, to be honest. That's
That's awesome to hear that from you.
I know what this tastes like warm because at least
Yeah.
even the new ones because you sent me a recent one.
Yeah.
But yeah, cold. That's almost just as nice. Last minute commissions. Ooh. Last minute commissions are usually an okay bit of change, though. So, I mean, as much as they suck, at the same time, they're great. I would think. I don't know.
Actually, this beer is pretty good.
Isn't it, though? It's not something that everybody drinks all the time, but it's
Well,
really worth.
see, like if you had been praising this all these years, like I'm not a whiskey guy, and the fact that it was in a whiskey cask, I'm like, I would be like, oh, you know, like, and
No,
that's
and
just because
I get it. I mean,
and that's because I don't like whiskey. So to me, just seeing that, I'd be like, oh, if that's got a little bit of a taste to it, I'm probably not going to enjoy it.
I know what that is, so it doesn't sound as bad. But if you were to just come up to me, Dave, and go, "Hey, Chad, you want a chalky walkie?" I don't know what the fuck I would say or do. I'd be like,
Your first, I think your first words would be how much.
how much?
Yeah,
You'll do what to me for how many cookies until it turns
yeah.
what color? Again, I'm amazed that they named something like that. I'm amazed that they were like, let's be fun. They're not a fun brewery unless Bill isn't there anymore. I don't know if Bill's still there. If Bill's still there, I can't see them being fun ever because I love Bill. Bill's a great guy. I would call Bill a friend in the beer industry. Bill has nothing to do with fun. Bill and fun are on opposite ends of the boat.
Now, is this guy 100% owner?
I don't know if he was ever 100% or if he like
Majority?
I know at the very least he was majority owner at one point. I don't know what it would be now. He actually came from a different background originally, much like Ken. Ken came from accounting. Uh, Bill came from business in general, and was a really awesome guy. And I always loved stopping to talk to him. Don't know if he still has anything to do with the brewery or not, but
I was just kind of wondering if maybe someone who's got some pull in marketing might be like, hey, we got to change it up a bit.
excuse me, he would have a pull in marketing. I mean, they changed up a lot because they had changed already from their old school labels.
Yeah.
to the more modern, more colorful, artistic labels. But to answer your question, yeah, I think Chalky Walkie would probably be amazing. But it's just a funny thing. Okay, I just posted the Lakeside Kolsch review from Brian sending me the Lakeside Kolsch. I haven't had much from Caledon Hills. I don't know much about them. Working overnights, that's never a good thing. Some of them are really long, sir.
How long are your videos?
When I would do them in groups, they were a lot shorter. They would be anywhere from like 4 to 10 minutes. But
Yeah. I'm pulling out some 15-minute ones lately.
Yeah.
This is how bored I am. I found out that the hole on the Heineken openers
Yeah.
fits the bottle cap perfectly. Check it out. Here we thought it was just to stick our fingers in and twirl.
Sorry, I'm just trying to coax
Okay.
James into joining.
Even if he just jumps on the audio part, he doesn't have to go show us his face.
Yeah, no, I had some 19 and 20-minute videos on the phone. I don't think the phone's over here, is it? No, this is my iPhone. I don't know where the phone actually is right now that has the recordings on it. But I think I'm down to like 15 videos on there.
You're going to run out pretty soon.
I have about 20 to re-review, so we're okay.
And Canada Post is moving again, so yeah.
Yes, that's Brian that duct taped the mystery beers.
Did I duct tape them, or did I just use the electrical tape?
There was the hockey tape on some of them. A couple
Yes,
of them
hockey.
have duct tape.
Hockey tape, that's what it was. Hey, how do you think? What's his? You said his name is James. Your coworker's name?
Yes.
You think he would enjoy the mystery beers?
He might. I mean, he's not really done a lot of beer. Like, he's just starting his venture into beer. He was always more hard liquor, and he's like, I can't believe the things I'm tasting and smelling, and that's great.
Because I was thinking, like, oh, in a little while, maybe I'll send you a few you could hold off to do with him. Whether it be if you'd want something older, something new, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How is the have you been to Turncoat yet? The new one in St. Catharines?
No. Not at all.
Really? Okay, my next beer is going to be Fuzzy Cowboy. I'm a fuzzy cowboy.
Is it from Alberta?
It is actually from Alberta.
Yeah.
It's from Big Rock.
It's Calgary, right? Or Edmonton?
Yes. Calgary. So how are you enjoying your original?
It's actually really good.
Oh, I meant to ask how the pizza went with the beer.
And
you ended up going with the...
Yeah, the coconut porter. Well, the pizza that was made, I was eating leftovers. It had, like, instead of having tomato sauce, it had, like, barbecue sauce for the sauce on it.
Yep.
So it tasted a little, pizza was a little bit off to start with, but I know I didn't rate it that high on Untapped, but in my little blurb, I'm like, this is not my style, but I think if you enjoy it, it was made well. But I'm like, definitely will not be buying that again, or would ever buy it again, or would choose it. I would probably be like, I'll drink one of these, over that. But
So what you're saying is you want me to send you more coconut porters?
I'd rather you didn't. I would drink it. I would, if you're like, oh, here's all, I'd be like, oh, so I guess that would be a one beer only night. Because I'd be like, oh, it's going to choke me a whole night to get that down. Which lager is he talking about?
The Munich from Counterpart.
Okay.
That you had sent me.
Yeah. They seem to be doing a lot of IPAs lately, or still.
Well, when they first opened, they really were more IPAs and sours and nothing else. I saw they had 2 new rollers. I got really excited about that, and then I'm like, it's way too cold to try and get anything sent here, even when Canada Post is going.
Well, hey, you never know. We know it takes 3-4 days. Well, I would not be shipping anything if I didn't have to for the next 3 weeks, just to let Canada Post catch up.
Yep.
I feel bad for all the small businesses that rely on shipping.
Yeah, no, I have some friends that have worked for Canada Post for a long time who were very big supporters of their own strike and all that, and I sometimes want to ask some questions about some things, right? And it's not to degrade or anything like that. It's just to understand the understanding of business and how things happen, right? Because I want to be like, okay, so if you open your books and you're losing millions upon millions of dollars a year, but you're not allowed to technically make a profit because you're a crown corporation per se.
Yeah.
Where are you getting this raise money from? And you are the sole breadwinner for your house, and you live in a $1.5 million house. Where do you get off telling me you don't make enough money? It's just one of those things, right?
Yeah, but no matter what your job is, you never make enough. We all want more.
Me and my wife were talking about that. I'm like, it's funny because it doesn't matter what you get paid, you're never making enough, because whenever you get paid more, you just buy more shit.
Yeah, you change your lifestyle.
You just buy more shit. When I had no bills, I bought a lot of toys.
Yeah.
Now I actually have something in my own name, so I don't buy as many toys, but I have something in my name, right? It's one of those weird conundrums that you get in. And again, I know there are a lot of unionized people out there and all that. I don't begrudge you that. I begrudge the idea of when we're losing money, we need more money. And then you get the argument of, well, we own Purolator, and Purolator makes a lot of money. Yeah, Purolator is what's floating your company.
Yeah.
Your company is operating off of the profits from Purolator.
But you also need these large companies to go on strike to protect the smaller people, from getting bullied by other companies, right? Like when the teachers go on strike, or the nurses, or the government, or the postal workers, well, they're a large union. They help, in my opinion, the way the worker company relationship works.
One thing I do agree with fully is Multi's comment here that the government and the company should have been re-envisioning themselves a long time ago, and they should have. Like this company needs a re-envisionment.
If you look back, the government tried broaching a subject a while ago, but the union's like, no, we have our collective bargaining, and no.
There's a lot of talk right now about them the post office going to be banks again in some very small communities that don't really have banks. Probably a good idea. Basically venturing into other things other than just delivering mail, becoming part of the place where you get IDs and passports and stuff like that. Again,
Oh,
probably a good generator of
oh,
revenue. I
yeah,
mean,
but here in Ontario, we call it Staples. That's where you go get your license now.
really?
Yeah, there's been several of the Ontario service places, like where you go get your license photo and change
Yeah.
your address and that. They closed some of them up, and they're now inside of Staples.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Doug Ford for you. And a lot of it's you don't even need to work if you're like renewing your license. I think like a machine, like oh hey, you swipe here, stand there, take a picture. Their reasoning was well, they have better hours at Staples at better locations than those little Service Ontario.
All I can say, Malty, is I'm not unionized and I have better benefits and better pay than a lot of unionized workers.
Sometimes that's the way you can keep a union out.
I know
No
what you're
better.
saying, though. Why are you going to murder him?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I just got a message of I may murder him.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't be announcing that out loud in case it happens.
If it happens, it happens. I'll
True.
just be alone again.
Pulling off a live stream from jail as an accessory.
No, you're right. They don't. Um, you know, when I was getting divorced and we were talking about how the hell I'm supposed to survive paying this, and this while paying this much child support, the answer I would always get from the lawyers and stuff was get a better job. And then my comment was, well, if I get a better job, then I owe more money. So how now do I pay this, and this, right? Where's the magic number where I can pay these bills and still pay this?
Yeah.
And there was never a really good answer, but I find it funny that when you're navigating legal battles and stuff like that, or you're navigating so many different things, the answer is always get a better job. But when people are like, I need a union because my wage isn't good enough, look for a job that pays better. There's a lot of them out there. Now, I mean, this is also coming from a guy that at one point in his life worked 3 jobs to make the wage he was making once he got into where you work.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's hard. There's the nose to the grindstone and all that bullshit. But do I want to read this?
Try just to read it in your head first.
It wasn't bad. It was just being an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Normal teenage stuff. Okay, but oh, Trumpy Trump. No, but I mean, we you end up circling a bunch of stuff all the time, right? Like there are industries where unions were very well needed. There are provinces where unions are very much needed. There are provinces that have 0 sick days. You need a union in that province if the province isn't going to protect its workers anyway. Like
We're almost like that here.
that's right. He took away the sick days, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it's
You're
like
down to
2.
like 3, aren't you? 2 or 3?
I don't know, but our company stuck with the 10. So
Yeah. Here it's 10, which is good.
Is company or province?
Province.
Okay.
Now, they're not saying you're going to get paid for them. It's not like you get 10 paid sick days. It's just you have 10 sick days in the year.
Yeah.
You automatically start a job with 3 weeks of vacation. Again, you might not actually be getting paid for it depending on your job, but
yeah, that's pretty sweet there. That's a great way to get people to come to Regina.
Yeah.
It rhymes with fun.
Experience Regina.
Yeah.
Go to Regina. Regina, the only city in Canada that rhymes with fun.
Yeah.
I said that to my wife and she slapped me. She goes, "There's only one that should be fun for you." And I'm like, "Yeah. If I put on the Santa suit, there's more." So I went to be Santa today at a daycare.
Oh, yeah?
And
nice. Are you getting some Santa gigs now, or is this just
I got a Santa gig from work. It paid me 3 hours of pay for 30 minutes. I'm okay with that.
Hey, that's pretty. Hey, and then you just need one of those other parents to know someone. Hey, we need a Santa. Right?
Yeah, I did the Santa gig at the daycare. It got me a $50 gift card. It is what it is, right? I actually giggle at the amount of money I could make with pictures if I just undercut everybody, right? Like the store Santas charge like $20, $5. Get your picture with Santa, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But we're there, and everybody's like, "Can I hug Santa?" Like all the teachers and all that, and I'm like, "Mrs. Claus might fucking murder you." Go ahead.
You got to get her into a Mrs. Claus outfit to.
Oh yeah, you know my wife. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But so my 2 night supervisors, right? They were at the kids' party when I did the Santa gig for the kids, and I guess the one night supervisor, he's an older guy from India, probably like in his mid-50s, and he's like, "I'm so sad because I came to this country and I was already too old to meet Santa, so I never got a Santa picture and this and that." He's going off. He's like, "I never got to sit on Santa's lap. My kids have all these pictures with Santa. I don't." And he was bitching to everybody about how he never. And I looked at him. I go, "You want a picture with Santa?" He's like, "Yeah, just do it." He goes, "Really?" He like jumps on the lap. He's like, "Picture with Santa."
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, he really enjoyed himself. His smile got like it almost covered his face. Like,
No, I don't do liqueurs.
Sortilège is amazing, though.
I'm a pretty boring drinker for the most part. Like, this is rare that I have something different. What should I go for now, Chad?
Well, here, let me finish this, and I can pull out the Caribbean cask. We can have the Caribbean cask together.
All right. Let's find it.
Sortilège is good. However, if you want a maple whiskey, the best maple whiskey you can get is a Coeur de Bois from Domaine Pinnacle in Quebec. Oh my fucking God, is that good? It's pure maple syrup.
What did you say, the Caribbean cask?
Yes, that's what I have to grab. That's the one that looks like the regular bottle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, found it.
Mine's back here. Hopefully it doesn't explode because it's the one I put on its side.
Well, this one was lying down.
I just caught it. It tried to roll out of the crisper.
Oh.
So we got Caribbean rum cask from Innocent Gun. It's a Caribbean rum cask infused beer. We're looking at 6.8% alcohol by volume. What's that? This will be beer 3, so I'm probably not going to finish all those because my wife wants Santa to visit tonight, if you know what I mean.
Well, she wants Santa to come down her chimney tonight?
Yep, she does. I have a special Santa suit for that. It's the reason I need to own multiple Santa suits, because some of them get used in things that you don't want kids around.
Yeah.
It's the reason I have that Naughty Santa OnlyFans page. I've just never done anything on it.
Or do you actually have the page?
Oh, I have the page.
Okay.
I have some of the pictures from that boudoir session we did out in the tundra on it.
Oh yeah, with the company pickup truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody sign up for it yet?
I don't think so.
So I have some potato chips. Do you think they'll go good with this beer?
I don't know.
How many people we got tonight?
I think just the two of them. Let me go and look.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go and seize what we have for viewership. Like I said, I don't think many. I do not think nobody watches us. 5 people are watching it, actually. Wow. Nobody's talking. Just Dave and Christopher Reeves.
They're lurkers.
Yeah, Multi and Dave.
What do we call them? They're the voyeurs of the group.
Oh, well, you can voyeur me if you want. I don't know why you'd want to.
Well, that's the whole idea of YouTube. We want you to voyeur each other, right? Please watch. Please watch. Watch me. I think I like the original one better.
Well, this one smells maltier, but I don't know.
Let me know if I'm noisy eating.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, awesome. New name. Where are they from? Tell us where you're from. Tell me where you're from, because I don't know you.
I'm here too. Fan and lurker of the channel. Enjoyed your old videos from back in the day. Well, glad you enjoyed. And yes, where are you at right now? Where in this world are you? Because we found that it's weird, right? Yeah, there's a lot of Canadian viewers. There's a good deal of American viewers. There's a fair bit of European viewers. And then there's like a spattering in other countries still as well.
You gotta try to get the Indian viewers, like India.
I usually get them on my Indian beer reviews, and they get angry about them.
No laughing at all. Brampton's cool.
Brampton. Where are you from? Brampton. See, this is a beer, this one right here, that has gone up and down for me for so long. The rum cask. Some years I love it, some years I hate it. This year it kind of tastes like the old treacle porter they did, but with a little bit more of a backburn.
Yeah, like I'm not a huge Quebec.
Oh, Quebec.
Quebec or Quebec City? What do you mean by QC? Oh, Hammer here. Hamilton. Oski Wawa. Who's going to be the new stadium sponsor since they announced that Tim Hortons Field will no longer be called... Sorry. It's Tim Hortons Terrain Field. No one notices that it says Terrain Field at the top beside Tim Hortons at the stadium. The 10-year thing came up. Be a new sponsor in the new year.
Well, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have a pretty good sponsor.
Yeah. Ivor Wing, yep. You think it's going to be named after one of the steel companies, or is it going to go a credit union?
Farber.
It'd be the Meridian Field. Meridian has sponsored a lot of different venues around the region.
I'm telling
Please
you.
tell me if my food eating is loud, because I don't know what mic is picking me up.
I'm telling you, the best field in the CFL is the Blue Bombers field. I can't deny though, I've enjoyed Mosaic Field.
Mosaic has the best fans, I think. Just the fact because there's really nothing going on, so you get fans from what 2-3 hours away. Like that's your whole area, the whole province.
I have not seen the Grand Reserve in years, albeit I have not lived in a place where I could get beer for a long time. But when I lived in Pavernatuk and I was ordering beer from Montreal, I still wasn't able to get Grand Reserve. It was a nice beer, though. I hope you can find some. I've never had the second one on that list.
Maybe they don't make it anymore.
And you'd think, being in Quebec, that if they had it, you would find it. Like, they need to go back to the bottles, and they need to go. The one thing they need to never do again, though, is do the foil top on the bottles. I fucking hate when you foil top the bottles. Stop foil topping. Stop wax sealing. Stop it. Just stop. And the worst part about wax sealing is when they got really ingenious, and they're like, wax sealing takes so much time, and it just isn't it isn't cost effective anymore. So we're going to get this polymer that looks like wax, but it's almost fucking impossible to get off the fucking cap. Go fuck yourselves to every brewery that used that shit.
I saw a thing with Maker's Mark that apparently every now and then when they're waxing their bottles, they go completely down to the shoulders. It's like a rare one-off. Not one-off, but they purposely just do the neck, but every now and again they do one.
Somebody slips, their hand got tired just dipping.
No, purposely every so many bottles or so, every couple hundred bottles, I've heard that they dip to the shoulders. Oh, that's a good idea there. I believe there'd be a difference in the bottles to can.
Well, yeah, I mean, once you can, you're canning for two reasons. You're canning for cost effectiveness and for shelf life. Because once you can it, as long as the seal doesn't go, you never have a chance of oxygen hitting it, so it lasts a lot longer. It also becomes so much cheaper it's cheaper as a vessel, and it's cheaper to ship. So those are the main two reasons you do it, but flavor always seems to be better out of the bottle, in my opinion, from what I've had. Excuse me. You can also can so that if your bottle is normally in something like, say, a clear bottle, you don't have a problem with skunking because you're no longer in a clear bottle. Now, is it just me, Brian, or do you get a much more apparent alcohol burn on this one than the last one?
No, for sure, yeah.
And they're the same ABV.
And I'm a fan of rum, but right now I prefer the other one. Now, however, though, when they say Caribbean rum, that's usually
Team
like
bottle.
this. That's usually the spice rums or the dark rums, right?
Yes, usually.
See, I like white rum, unless I'm a few in. Then you can switch me over, and then I'll like spice rum.
So you like vodka that's not made out of potatoes. That's what it is.
Sure. Rum or vodka?
Well, I'm saying white rum is just vodka. It's just not made out of potatoes.
Yeah. I find,
Actually,
I don't know which vodka it is, but you know that one you can buy in the States, it's got the Russian guy on it. It's usually like dirt cheap.
most of the vodkas that have a Russian guy on it seem to be dirt cheap.
I forget the name of it, but it's like whenever I've had it, it makes me sweat.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Take care, buddy.
Ho, 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 ho. Russian Standard, Multi asked.
No, I had like a guy's name on it. I don't remember.
My favorite vodka was Zabrovka, and it was it's the wheatgrass vodka, the one that has the one strand of wheatgrass in it. It has kind of the green hue to it. And my least favorite is probably Prince Igor, because Prince Igor's fucking gross.
Igor, that's the one.
You can get Prince Igor in Canada.
Oh, maybe, but I know I've had it. I bought it in the States once. But
You buy
literally, it
that
was
stuff
like,
to add it to your parts cleaner.
yeah. I remember me and my buddy bought one once. It's the middle of winter time. Sitting in his apartment drinking it. We had to open the windows. We were both sweating. Like, what the hell's wrong with this?
And it was all the beer.
We were
The
just
beer, the
drinking
vodka.
vodka. Yeah, it's just vodka, just screwdrivers that night.
Excuse me. So did you watch my Deck the Halls?
Me?
Yeah.
Were you sang?
Yeah.
Is that the only one you did of singing a song?
So far.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that you released that like 4 or 5 days ago, right?
Yes. Yeah, I did it
Yeah.
right before I went to a Santa gig.
Okay. Were you half in the bag?
No. If I was half in the bag, I would have gotten the timing right the first time. My wife kept yelling at me, though, that I'm an idiot. She's like, what are you doing? Why are you playing Ozzy Osbourne? I'm like, it's Black Sabbath.
No.
Never had the blowtorch down the throat that you're speaking of. And it sounds like I'm happy with that.
I need to just think how hot the vodka was. Yeah, what was that last comment there? I don't know what it is. New
right
viewer?
now,
Just
right
someone new?
now, this is just me and my buddy Brian shooting the shit and talking with you guys, taking anything you have to say, questions, comments, concerns, that type of stuff. Channel is mostly about beer, though, we do other things. It's really where we're at. You used to have a lot more of us on here shooting the shit, but it's died down as we're all getting older.
Feel free to type away comments, questions.
Yeah. We go everything from alcohol to stupid old wrestling to movies to video games to sports. Hey, how about them Ottawa Senators lately, actually?
Hey, tell us how old you are, too. Give us an age range if you don't want to tell us
Or
your true
where in the
age.
world you're at, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I myself am over in Saskatchewan right now. Brian is in Ontario.
Yep.
In the viewership right now, we have Ontario and Quebec. IPAs, okay. I'm personally more a dark beer guy. I enjoy my sours and dark beers.
I'm a lager guy.
He really is. Like, really. New Jersey, hey! I've been to New Jersey a few times in my travels. I remember when the last time we did a trip to the US, we were doing a bunch of places in Pennsylvania, and we kept getting hotels in Jersey because it was cheaper to get a hotel in Jersey than it was where we were visiting breweries.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and even with the paying to cross the bridge, it was cheaper to go to Jersey. And it was when it was me, Boychuk, and the cantankerous cook that were out there. And hey, we had a good time, but it was intriguing. I have not had an adjunct corn soda donated or purchased in a very long time. Other than the bullshit this motherfucker has wrapped in tape and sent to me I still have 3 of those ice beers taped. I don't know which ones they are, but they're still there.
You liked it.
Let's see. What are they?
What are you cracking out this time?
I think this one.
Are you going to do a mystery beer?
No, I don't want to do an ice beer tonight, I don't think. Okay. So one of these, I think this one is Maximum Ice. You know what you bought. I don't know, but I think this is Maximum Ice.
I need to see it. All right. What's the other one look like?
This one, almost the top of the can looks the same. The bottom of the can's white. I think this one is. So
the other one in your hand, first one you showed me, I thought that was the one you recognized.
Really?
Yep.
Because I thought the one you thought I would recognize is the one I've reviewed recently, which was the Old Milwaukee Ice.
No. I figured because I showed the most on that other one there. It's the one you're like, oh, no, it's this one. Like, oh, okay. Well, are you going to do that one with... You can do that second one?
Oh, I'm not going to do either of them tonight, but...
Let me see that second one again. Yeah, okay. I got the matching can.
Okay, so I've done Laker.
Yeah.
And I've done the Old Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that those are Molson Ice and Maximum Ice. Or maybe one of them's Black Ice. I don't know. No, you're not getting me to drink a fucking ice beer tonight. It's not
Why not?
No.
Why
it's
not?
I don't want an ice beer tonight. Where did these have to go for this fridge to close? I forget. I think there. Okay, that worked. Okay.
All right. So, are you going to save that second one for another live?
The second one.
Yeah, you held up two.
The ice beers? Okay, so the one that had the white on the bottom of it, you said you have the matching one of, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will save that one for sure for the next live we do together.
Okay.
And then I can do the other one in the next blind beer taste test.
Yeah. If you can hold on to it, it'd be great. If not,
What's in the can? Problem is, the only person right now that sends me blind cans is Brian. My wife refuses to go into a beer store, so if I go in and buy the cans, it's not the same because I kind of know what I'm looking for, unless she completely hides the can, and then she actually has to spend more time doing it, and she doesn't want to do any of it. I'm just lucky she brings me to the alcohol store. She doesn't even have to bring me because I get out of work and I can cross the street and go to Urban Cellars, but Urban Cellars keeps selling me like 2-year-old beer. So
that's why they're called Urban Cellars.
They're cellaring it for you.
Yeah.
So next is Beachfront from Big Rock.
What's it look like?
The can's just a big cock. It's Big Rock's big cock.
Ah.
And it is a raspberry wit at 5% alcohol by volume.
Are you doing a raspberry beer?
Yes. Do you have a raspberry Minhas left?
I have a few raspberry beers here.
But is one of them a raspberry Minhas?
That one?
Yeah, that one. I think you should do that one.
I'm not going to like it, am I?
I have done a lot of things for work. I've done a lot of things to earn money that won't necessarily work, and a lot of the money went to charity. Ran a beer festival. Was a bouncer.
You did 2 beer fests. 2 different beer fests.
Yeah, I did the pints for prostates, and I did the regular one. And the regular one was the money went to the Ronald McDonald House. And then was a bouncer, have sold custom woodwork and all that fun stuff. Worked for many years at a purveyor of gaming. Then I went to the Arctic, and in the Arctic I ran a grocery store with my wife. We were all over Nunavut and Nunavik. And then some fly-in only reserves in northern Quebec, Canada, northern Ontario, and northern Manitoba, northern Winnipeg. Now I'm in Regina, which is in Saskatchewan, and I am a assistant manager of a store that is sort of kind of like Harbor Freight, but not.
Similar to Harbor Freight.
Similar. And Brian can introduce himself however he wants to do that, because I know his place of business needs to be not fully iterated.
Well, I've been in the service industry for a long time now. 20 years. My current place is a gaming establishment on the food and beverage side of life. Prior to that, I was in the tourism industry. It's all I've known since I've been 18. Tourism.
Yeah, where you're at though, that's really the only jobs that pay well. Like I said before I got the job working with you, I was working 3 jobs to make the same money I was making at that one job.
Yeah. And now that one job is making just a little bit over minimum wage. Well, we're a few dollars above minimum wage, but when I started there in 2004, it was double minimum wage.
He's eating chips.
Yeah, just chips and dip. So I like to have the Philadelphia whipped chive.
Isn't that just cream cheese?
Pretty much with just chive added on.
Okay, no, I was just asking because I thought the whipped was just regular cream. I'm actually, if I buy dip, it has to be Philadelphia. My wife likes the hella good stuff. I hate it. It has to be Philadelphia, and I either buy dill pickle or French onion. Those are the only two dips I buy.
You should try the chive. Get the whipped stuff. Because if you buy like the shorter container, it's not whipped. So then that's when you break your chips.
Yeah, so you're just eating cream cheese.
Yeah.
Chive cream cheese on your chips.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had this in months. This is sort of my cheat week. Eating bad, drinking bad.
And yeah, any questions you have, I'm a fairly open book. I don't hide a lot. There is heart-to-heart conversations on this channel, which is me talking about mental health struggles and divorce and other such fun things. There's stupidity on the channel. There's a lot of things that have happened. I don't know who sent you this way, but yay. If it was just YouTube itself's algorithm, yay to YouTube. If it wasn't, yay. Used to do a lot of group reviews. We do a lot of group reviews. A lot of my reviews now are just me. However, I do have a coworker from work that wants to get in on it, and he's been in on a few now, and he's liking it. So we'll continue to bring him in, because I think the dynamic of this channel really works when there's more than one person talking about the product, not just the one person. I know Dave and all that's like your candor and your topics and all that are great, but I find that you need that other person to bounce things off of, and it keeps the videos in a shorter duration, because when you're doing a beer review, I personally don't want to watch a beer review that's more than 5-6 minutes long. And when I do them solo, I don't have somebody keeping me on track, and that's why I go to like 10-15 minutes, because I'm just talking, right? And I don't realize how long I'm talking.
Chad here, here I should point this way. The albino guy here knows a lot about beer. Any questions? I know very little, like very, very little. Very little. Don't ask me questions. You ask me what I'm drinking, and that's about it.
Hey, you're learning a lot about beer still.
Oh, for sure.
You've been learning the stuff you like and you don't like, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I also ask the simple questions like, hey, you should talk about this. And like everyone else, like versus earlier, like an hour ago, I'm like, hey, you should talk about the different types of glassware and which ones they'd be better for. Different shaped glass and why.
I have to go and get glasses again, because I really don't have much, right? I have the one, because we sold everything when we went to the Arctic, and then we basically got rid of everything other than our clothes when we left the Arctic, because it cost so much money to get shit out of the Arctic that I've just had whatever I've bought, right? Like I bought packages of mason jars, because it was cheaper to buy the big pack of mason jars than to buy glasses.
Yeah.
And then I have like one beer stein.
Okay. So like with your beer stein you got there, that's what you got going on right now?
Yeah.
So is that for a particular style of beer that's best in?
I mean, I guess you could say lagers, pub ales of any type, so bitters and stuff. Your majority reason that you're using the stein is for the handle, so you're not warming the beer up as fast. Right? So you're not actually gripping the glass.
Like
transmitting heat.
This one?
Yes, like that one.
So what would this pint glass be good for?
Truthfully, they're not really meant for anything. It's just it's always better.
It's just a glass.
And I always say when it comes to beer, and this is what pisses off other cicerones and other beer judges and people that are in the brewing industry and all that. I always say, drink it however you want it. You want to drink it out of the bottle, drink it out of the bottle. You want to drink it out of the can, drink it out of the can. If you want to drink it out of a glass, I suggest you drink it out of a glass, but drink it however you want to. But a glass is always better than the bottle or the can, unless the beer smells like shit. And then the bottle or can is better because you're not going to get that smell as you bring it to your face. Because that's what the glass is doing. It's enhancing the experience because you get to see the beer and you get to smell it as it's going in. And that actually enhances the flavor. And that's the reason why it's great to use a glass. Now, there are different glasses that enhance the flavor even more, or enhance the scent, shall we say, even more. I used to have tekus all the time. I used to have goblets. I had chalices. I had everything. Right? You were at my house once or twice while I lived in the Falls. I had that giant shelf that had like 700 glasses on it, all different types. I have nothing now, right? Like I have this. I have one goblet. I have those. Hurricane glasses that are basically meant for frozen drinks, like frozen cocktails. But I like them because they add to the aesthetic, because you have the bowl, like you have the goblet bowl, and then you have the flare out with the hourglass. So it really adds to the aesthetic of the beer. It doesn't really add to the scent as much. But yeah, I wish that, and you're right, I should go out and go to the dollar store and see what I can get at the dollar store, see what I can get all around, get like one of each type of glass, and then have, this is what this would be meant for. This is why it's meant for that. Do I agree with it? I don't even give a shit, but I'm just telling you what the education says it's for.
Okay, so like, what about the Stella glass? Do you think that's the right glass for
a Stella?
Yeah. Or are they just
Stella's just a average lager, so again, any glass would be fine. The Stella Chalice exists solely for marketing and marketing alone.
Yeah.
Like that's
like Jack Daniels in their bottle.
Yes.
And Crown Royal.
I am actually albino. I've had this hair since I was born. Had these fucked up eyes since I was born.
What kind of albino are you?
Oh, don't get me on that again.
Then never mind. You're just albino.
No, it's. I'm getting too old, right? I know you are. And you're asking me that because I had that whole rant with the people at the fucking.
Yeah.
You're asking me that because of my entire rant with the people at Griffles, and when they told me that I wasn't allowed to donate plasma because I was albino, and they were afraid that I would give albinism to people, and so I went in, and the lady that was my nurse is now one of their phlebotomists, and she fucking sucks so bad. Like, she pulls the needle out and somehow she twists the needle as it comes out, and it destroys your arm. Like, this is the arm I usually use when I donate to them. I have a little dot here, which is where they go in normally, right? And that's probably going to be there for a while because I've donated so many times. This arm I've used a few times. You don't see anything. I only use this arm if I see one of two phlebotomists in the room, because they can get that needle in so nicely and you don't feel a thing. And it's beautiful. And if whoever puts the needle in is usually the one that takes it out for you. But if Barty comes near me, she fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck she does. It's like as she pulls it out, her hand goes like this as she's pulling it out, and then your whole arm is fucking black and blue, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks so bad.
So what industry are you in, Quinn?
Yeah, Quinn, what do? You have flute glasses for lighter beers, steins with heavier beers. And yeah, like I said, use whatever you want. Whatever you feel is what you should use is what you use. And I mean, any glass is better than no glass, but if you don't want to use glass, don't feel bad about it. Drink it however you want to drink it.
I have a great question for you. Not a great question. I have a question. Would you prefer...
Well, I'm glad you subscribed, and thank you very much. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
No, that's all good. I didn't realize that popped up there. I know you're a warm beer drinker, but what are your thoughts on frosted glasses?
Regional sales for industrial coatings? Interesting. Well, I hope you enjoy your job. my thought, and onto other things I've done for work. I've done consulting with breweries. I've done recipes for breweries. I tried to get into the beer industry when I left the Arctic, and it didn't. I'd been out of the industry too long that my name wasn't known anymore. And even with some of the biggest names in the Canadian beer industry as my references, I still didn't get the job. And I think that pissed me off more than anything, especially because I gave it to somebody's sister, and apparently she failed at the job and they fired her, and they asked me if I wanted the job, but I had already gotten my job where I am. And they paid more, but they paid like 25 cents an hour more. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care to leave what I'm doing now for that. But to answer your question about frosted mugs, oh my God, I hate frosted mugs. But yeah, again, if you want them, you want them. And frosted glassware, I see a use for it, especially if you're drinking macro beer. Because when you drink the bigger company beers, you want it cold. You want it to be as inoffensive as it can be, and the best way to do that is to have it cold. So get your beer cold.
So I've always found that the Stein, is that Stein? Is that what you say yours is called? Stein glass?
Yep.
I find those are the best frosted glasses. When you pour into
they will
it,
stay frosted the longest because, just like I was saying, you're not putting a temperature change into the glass.
But I find when you pour into it, a little bit of frost on the side gets pulled off and creates a little dome on top. So keeps it nice and cold. Even for non-beer things, even if you're like cracking a Coke or a Pepsi. I think it depends if you crush that frosted beer fast or not.
But I know exactly what Quinn's saying too. I mean, it's true. Like, you just got done mowing the lawn or something, that frosted mug. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, what's my wife want now? She wants to make sure I stay sober enough to get in the Santa suit and do bad things to her. That's what she wants.
Nah. Get liquored up tonight, Chad. Blame us. Are you drinking anything over there, Quinn? I can't remember if I asked that or if you answered it already.
Actually, that is what she asked me. She said, "You're still going to be able to put the Santa suit on and ravage me, right?" Oh, I got another big cock beer.
Is that a small can?
Yeah, it's the 355s.
Okay, so I don't feel bad that I'm a couple beers behind you then.
This is 4.8% alcohol. It's Brightside Crisp Premium Lager. Haven't reviewed this one yet. Haven't had this one ever in my life yet. The Beachfront I've already reviewed. I actually reviewed it twice. On my phone. My review phone. I don't know where I put that. I don't know where I put it.
Do another live review.
Soon enough, I got to switch over because that phone is really, really starting to have color changes all the time. I have my next old phone waiting. I got to take it out of its package. But after that Samsung dies, we're on to the Motorola G as my review phone. And my wife is always angry at me about why I always keep all my old phones, but this is why I keep them. I keep them for doing the reviews. But on top of that, iPhones don't have expandable memory, so they're not great for using for the reviews.
Hey, be sure to subscribe.
They subscribe. Have a lovely night, Quinn. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
Thank you for joining us.
That's awesome to get someone new popping on. They were interactive with us, or with you.
Yeah, a lot of them just come in. They lurk, all that. So
stuff. This raspberry is nice. I get what we call it, hazy. Is your words, I guess.
Yeah, I sent that to you, knowing that it's not a great beer, but it's not a bad. Beer.
I don't mind it. That might say a lot about my palate. Hey, if I'm liking it.
yeah, so this weekend, whenever we're able to catch each other, whichever live you come into, that'll be when I pull out that ice beer that you had mentioned.
Are you doing 1 or 2 nights of lives?
I don't know. I could do 2. I mean, I'm off for. I don't go back to work until Monday, and I don't think I work until like 10 Monday. And now I still have to get dropped off early enough in the morning, because if I don't get dropped off with my wife, then I'm getting myself to work. Schedule. Let's see. Authentication. What the fuck? Are we doing a update right now? Oh, we must be updating. That means I don't know when I work next Monday yet. Unless I've sent it to my wife.
One of those days I think I'm doing something, but you go in the nighttime. So I should be home.
Okay, I usually send my wife my schedules so she knows. Not that she ever keeps them, but I send them to her. Because she always asks. Today she asked me 7 times what I work tomorrow. I'm like, are you going nuts, lady? The 23rd, I work 9:30 till 6. So, I mean, I'll have to wake up around 7:30 in the morning. So I'm good. I work Monday, Tuesday, then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, then I work Friday, Saturday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, wait, sorry, no. Then I work the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. I'm off the 31st and the 1st. But that doesn't make 1, 2. Okay, so I work on the Thursday, then I'm off the Friday, then I work on this. Okay. I like working a job where I actually get the holiday days off. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I kind of want to get one of those now.
Yeah, no, it was actually really nice to have a new viewer that interacted. Kind of makes you feel okay about things.
Yeah. Is that another big cock one? Big rock one or whatever?
Yeah, it's the Big Rock Logger.
Do you have any more innocent gun there?
I still have the Highland cask to review. And if I plan that right, we could actually even record it as the two of us reviewing it together on this offline or online live.
Yeah.
And then that's the last one I have, because we drank 2 of them tonight together, and I reviewed the other one you have already.
Okay, so what's the other one you reviewed? Because that's the one I'll drink.
The rum one. The other rum one.
Oh, fuck. Was it the spiced rum? Is that the one you still have?
No, the Highland cask is the one I still have to do.
So you did this one?
Yeah, that's the one I did live last night.
Okay. Which I never got an alert for. I just happened to be like, oh, I wonder if you're going live. That's when I jumped onto your video like 5 minutes in. I might circuit into this innocent gun stuff.
It's good beer.
For the most part, is it just the originals that they sell here? Like is this a rarity to get?
You're going to see most will be the
because I saw I could buy like a 6 or 12 pack of the originals.
Yeah, the original is the one that you see the most around.
Okay.
The other one, I think there's one of the rum casks you can get regularly right now. They also have
Okay.
Vanishing Point just came out, and that's the one I have to hit. I have to hit Sobeys Liquor at the Southland Mall to get the Vanishing Point. But I had Nick send me which liquor stores in Saskatchewan had Vanishing Point 8, and now I know where to get it, so I got to go get one. The only reason I was able to find this 4-pack was Nick too, because I'm like, hey Nick, I'm not asking you this for you to send it to me, because I know a lot of people that do what I do try to get you to send it to them. Can you tell me where in Saskatchewan I can buy this, because I haven't seen it yet? Like the 4-pack.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, let me ask my people. And then he got back to me. He goes, here's the list of places that have it. I go, oh, one of those places is on my way home from work. I'm going to get it tonight. And I picked it up.
No, that's perfect.
But originally he was just going to send it to me. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go give your company, like, I'm going to help your company out by buying it so your company gets its money.
Yeah. Plus,
I just need to know where I can get it. Plus, you sent me that fucking barrel head, right? Like,
yeah.
You sent me that barrel head. That's enough, man. Okay, last beer before I go upstairs with the wife.
What?
It's going to be Burnside's Blood Orange Ale.
Well, you got one of those?
From Medicine Hat Brewing Company.
So,
how did you know it was Medicine Hat?
Okay, so my girlfriend, her last name is Burnside.
So do you need me to save you one of these?
So when I was out in Lethbridge, I happened to search and found out there's the Burnside Brewery in Medicine Hat, and I contemplated doing the drive to grab some.
Okay, well, there was 3 of these in my 12-pack. I have one to review. I have this one. Do you want me to send you the other one?
It's up to you.
I owe you one package of beer.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. If you enjoyed that and it tastes really good, drink it down, buddy.
Well, if I enjoy it and it tastes really good, I kind of want to send it to you so you and your wifey can have it.
Well, yeah. Up to you. You can your decision. Believe me, if I ever happen to fly into Alberta, decide to go to Lethbridge like I usually do, and then say, hey, I want to go visit my friend Chad. I have to go through Medicine Hat to get there. So I kind of got it all planned out.
Hey, if you guys come, we have the loft. There's actually a queen size bed up there. I just got to get a mattress onto it still. Every time her mom would come to visit, she would have to sleep on the pull-out couch. And that's the other thing, right? So yeah, we have a pull-out couch. We have air mattresses. We can house people if we have to. Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the loft. The loft isn't something like they built a loft, and they probably shouldn't have, because it's not 2x6 construction. It's 2x4 construction, right? So it's not.
Yeah.
It's not something for huge amounts of weight up there, but just not using it as an all the time type of room works perfect.
Yeah. You never know if I ever end up out there on my own this year coming up. It's tempting. How was your beer?
It's not bad.
What's the name? What's the I missed what you said for the flavor.
It says it's a blood orange ale.
Blood orange. Okay. So it's
15
where'd you get that
IBU.
from? Did you buy that locally?
Yes, I bought this at Sobeys Liquor at Victoria Square. No, I bought this at the Sherwood Co-op
Okay.
in Harbor Landing, so out by the airport. We had to go out there to do something. We had to go out there to get Alicia's meds, and I had my YouTube money. Like
Nice.
I had my payments from YouTube for my last few months. And it wasn't a lot of money, but there's no GST on alcohol right now. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and look. I've never been to this bottle shop, and I came out with like 3 12 packs and some single cans and all that. And it I didn't spend any more than what I had to work with. And she's like,
So were you?
how did you not spend more than you had? I go, because there was no tax. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But that's a lie. There is some tax here because we don't have HST, so they just separate the GST out.
Yeah.
I wish we were one of the provinces that has the HST, because I wish that the GST holiday was on everything, though, right? Like, to tell me, hey, it's on like restaurant meals, alcohol, and toys. Like who chose what it was on?
Yeah.
Which one of you chose this?
Or, like maybe this GST holiday would have come in handy 4 years ago.
Oh, you mean while we were all under COVID watch?
Yeah. To try to keep businesses up, Hey, go get the takeout from your local restaurant, your local bar. I just like how they list the things that have no tax right now. They include the things that never had tax before.
Do they?
Kids clothing. Kids clothing never had tax before. And that's part of their little, hey, there's no tax on kids clothing and this and that.
Well, there was no tax on restaurant food as long as it was under a certain amount.
What, $4?
Yeah, I think it was $4 or $5.
Yeah. Hey, have you started to watch any of the Chris Van Vliet wrestling interviews?
No, I've never watched any of his interviews.
Oh my God, dude.
Like I said,
Hey.
the people I watch are few and far between, and I slowly pick up new people too. Like I'm watching Stevie Richards a lot now.
He's good. Dude, you will love. I gotta find a good. Put it to you this way: Chris Van Vliet is so good at what he does. The Undertaker brought him in to do a podcast as a guest.
Yeah, see, I watched The Undertaker, I watched Cornette, I watched Maven, I watched
Okay,
Stevie Richards.
Did you watch the Undertaker with Chris Van Vliet yet?
No, I've never seen that one yet.
Oh my dude, that's the one to watch. If you like Undertaker, you watch Chris Van Vliet, you'll be like, oh.
Yeah, I think
good.
Other than those four, I sometimes watch Dutch Mantel. And
he's difficult.
He is. Some videos he's really good, and some videos I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
But other than those four and maybe Dutch, that's pretty close. I've watched a few DiBiase ones. I haven't enjoyed them.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into him yet. You said you watched Maven though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I find Maven and Stevie Richards are very similar.
I find that. Oh, and I've watched some Stone Cold ones. Stone Cold is hit and miss for me. Like some of his podcasts seem really good, and some not so much.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite Undertaker ones recently was when he had Hornswoggle on. And Hornswoggle, I hear he has his own as well. So I'm going to have to watch that because that guy's personality, I loved it.
Dude, you will love Chris Van Vliet. You will love him. He's great. He's a fan who wants to know more. But he doesn't, fawn over him. and he's got a good reputation that the wrestlers are like, hey, I'm here because you're good, and the other guys are vouching for you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. What you looking at there? Oh. I thought you had a straw in your hand.
No, I need a straw after I start getting in my Santa suit later.
Yeah, is that how she wants you to come deliver the present?
No, it's I love my wife. I love my wife. I really wish I had told her in high school how I felt about her, but who knows if we'd still be together at this point if we had gotten together then.
I totally agree with that. Like maybe your experiences, her experiences over the years have made it much better when you guys reconnected.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe we would have still ended up together down the road, but would we have broken apart and all that? And that's where I wonder, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, I remember you telling me about her back in your single days. You're like, hey, I know this other girl, but there's this other girl from back home who I've gotten reconnected with. I'm like, holy shit! I remember that conversation. We had it outside non-gaming. Just one of those weird conversations, like, oh, well, that's cool, and then find out a few months later, like, oh, you're hanging out with her. You're with her. That's awesome.
yeah, I know that I I turned down a lot of girls that would be more stereotypically desirable by people for her, and I'm like, she's who I want. Like,
Yeah, and that's the most important part. You go
yeah,
for what.
I had that whole fight with the one guy from your place of business. I don't know if he's even there anymore, but that I don't
You can
talk to
ask
anymore.
you can ask me offline, and I can tell you.
Yeah. But like when he went off on me, he's like, she's fat. I go, yeah, you can lose weight. You can't change whether or not you're a good person.
Oh no, he's not there anymore.
No? Okay.
But I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay. But yeah, it was great hanging out. We have to do it again soon. Like,
Yeah,
probably this weekend soon.
maybe in a couple days.
You enjoy, sir?
I will. You too,
Bye,
buddy.
YouTube.
Ciao.